And then he threw out a few other ideas. He was like, oh, I suppose, I know a lot about like safeguarding, which is this thing that schools have to do. If like a child says something that like implies there's some sort of child safety concern, then the person who's in charge of safeguarding has to report it and log it and stuff. And he was like, Ali, you've got online courses. Could I teach an online course about safeguarding? And I was like, thankfully I didn't have to say anything because the guy sitting next to me was like, bruv, no one's going to buy an online course about safeguarding. Like, no one cares. And I was like, yeah, pretty spot on. No one cares. Other than people who are literally in that job title in schools, but they already have their training. So like, it would be, again, really hard to make that business work. And then it was black. Like, clearly, he just didn't know what are the options. Like, how do you even theoretically make 200K a year or make 10K a month or 15K a month from a business? He just had absolutely no freaking idea. This is very normal. This is something I see a lot in people that I speak to, which is that there is this like broad goal of, I want to be financially free, I want to make money and stuff. And then they have absolutely no idea what the map or the terrain even looks like to get there. For John, I suspect the only exposure he had to entrepreneurship was watching like Dragon's Den on TV when he was younger, or maybe watching The Apprentice on TV when he was younger. Dragon's Den is like the UK version of Shark Tank, if you're familiar with Shark Tank. These are like entertainment shows rather than actually business education-y type shows. He probably would have said, okay, well, I guess I need to do an MBA maybe. Oh, but I can't afford an MBA. MBAs are so expensive, blah, 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 blah. There's clearly a knowledge issue here. There's a knowledge issue because he does not know what are the possible paths to get from where he is to where he wants to be. Great.